Welcome back, everybody, to Nat One Nonsense. We're back at it again. Um, Kobolds and Sir Thomas are about to face off against the Faceless. um, yeah, it's my time to leave. We just started, but it's my turn to leave.
That means we win.
Yeah. Actually, the session ended. It was an apocalypse level event. Things exploded. It was an explosion that erupted in the Fey realm and it affected the Nine Hells, the portal plane, the ethereal plane, everything. Basically, it was like if Yggdrasil exploded.
So basically, they're just watching us re-roll some characters in like
Yes.
campaign, right?
Yeah. You guys are re-rolling characters. We're starting a new campaign. But in all seriousness, we're going to go ahead and do a real quick recap before we get into combat. Last session, Kobold, Sir Thomas, and Farabelle finished fighting Lord Noir. You guys were able to, in one final round of combat, you guys were officially able to defeat him and kill him off. Um, Sir Thomas was able to get the killing blow, but had he not succeeded by 3 points, Lord Noir would have had a chance to do some stuff. But obviously, as a DM, that's how things go. I don't ever get to do any cool stuff. you guys all get to take out all of my shenanigans. So I just throw bigger, stronger monsters at you, and then you guys just basically tell them no. Um, but you guys defeated Lord Noir. You guys Spinefler skinning alive. I feel like that is important to because Michael's looking at me. I figure I should probably make that a detail worth mentioning.
Shiny new coat.
Yeah, shiny new black coat. And there were quite a few magic items that were on Lord Noir that you guys got.
We're not intended to have.
Yeah, you were not, one of which were not intended to have. 3 of those items, or sorry, two of those items were like basic level or like +1 magic weapon. I believe it was a +1 rapier and a +1 long sword. There were the boots of Elvenkind that I believe went to Sir Thomas. There was the cloak of displacement that Theron has. I don't know if we made that aware to you, but you have the cloak of displacement, Jordan.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Trying to remember what all items there were because there was a couple things. Boots of Elvenkind, 2 things. There were 3 arrows of slaying, which do a crap ton of damage, which I'm scared that you guys know how. I shouldn't have given them to Lord Noir because any item I give to my enemies, they always end up in your guys' pockets. And the last item ended up being a cursed item that Rec Deck ended up having. They were the Bracers of Shadow Stride, which allow for you to basically travel between shadows within 60 feet as a bonus action on your turn. And there's no alignment to it. There's nothing that's required of it, but it is a cursed item that Rec Deck came to find out. He had a conversation with an entity known as Orcus, who was the blacksmith of these weapons, who forged these weapons. He let Rec Deck know that in order for him to attune and make these weapons his own, he would have to give something up of personal cost. And do you want me to tell this on stream, or do you want
That's
to? Okay, because we didn't say what it was last session, but we talked it out. Rec Deck has gained several new tails. And Orcus basically is requiring him to give up his tails as a sacrifice, plus 9 more, I believe it was. So you have to basically have 12.
6.
Or you have to
Cat
get,
of
yeah,
nine.
you have to get 6 more because you were wanting to do a cat of 9 tails. That's what it was. Cat of 9 tails, you have to get 6 more within a year, which is pretty feasible because it's only been in game. I think it's only been about 2 months within like this campaign's time frame. I did want to ask you, Zach, because there was something that Jake mentioned to me after you had left last session, and I was curious if this would be something you would be up for. Not only would it be that you are giving up these tails, but that you forget about the foe that you took them from. Like it's just like you lose the memory of the enemy that you took this from.
Do I get my jewels back? I also gave you
Yeah, you
basically
gave
all
me.
my wealth.
Yeah, you did give me jewels to basically increase your time. Mhm. Interesting.
What would Orcus prefer? The memories of these foes or monetary value?
Well, the monetary value was simply just to increase your time in order to do it. But you had some sentimental value behind these tales because you took them from the lion that tried to kill you in the arena. Bad kitty. You took it off of the Rakshasa that was on the ship, another bad kitty. And then your third one is now from Lord Noir, which, I mean, ironically, it's all from cats so far. But I know that we had mentioned that you said that any significant foe that you take it from. So if you come across any kind of significant foes that, kind of really get your goat, or it's just somebody that you kind of just want to kill off, you would lose the memory of how you got that tail. Like how you killed it, basically. It's a small memory, but a memorable thing. So is that something you want to do, or just keep it as is?
And that's fine, or you just tacking that on to whatever, or is that change?
I'll leave that up to you. Or do you want that to be a thing?
That can be a thing.
Okay, yeah.
No problem.
Yeah. You still have a year. You still have a year to do this, but it's just a. Jake's like, I didn't mean for this though.
No, that's fine.
But you can either give all the tails now, like you can give up each tail to Orcus as you see fit, or you can give them all up at once. Because you only have to give them 9, but then I know you said that you were going to as like reverence. I think last
Target
session.
the deal to either extend the time or get rid of the timer. Yep. I'll give you the 9, and then I'll continue to donate anything I find for long runs.
For every tail you give him back after the 9, you will get your jewels back. You'll get your jewels back for every one that you get after 9.
Okay.
So it's basically not, the jewels are collateral.
I gotta remember what they all were.
You had a lot.
No, and I got rid of them already. On my inventory.
Oh no. There were quite a few. There was a couple diamonds, couple sapphires, emeralds, rubies.
I think there was 2 diamonds.
You can always just go look at previous stream.
Yeah.
Good over there.
Forever.
Yes, yeah.
We're on episode like 26.
Yeah.
It was just last stream. You said all of them as you listed them.
Oh, did I?
Maybe.
I know we talked about it after.
Pretty sure.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah, that was the magic item that Rectech had gotten, and that was the deal that was made with Orcus. Finishing up with that, and this was only known to Book, but Misery had a volatile reaction upon learning that the bracers were now in the possession of the party, because he knows who made them. But Oak is the only one that knows this as of right now. After this all concluded, I made you guys redo the puzzle. That went very, very fast, to get the gems so that you guys could be teleported to this holy place of the Fey realm, which you guys are currently at. Faramel explained what was going to happen is that for about 3 rounds worth of time, he was going to have to basically be uninvolved in anything that happened because he had to remove basically the pact ability from Warren in order to separate her from the mirror. So he had Warren step upon this stump so he could start performing a ritual, and at that time, Rekdet happened to see a figure in the fog, just a black, oozy figure in the fog. Humanoid in shape at first. Rekdet quickly moved away from the edge of this magic barrier. And Faramel saw who it was, and he said that this is the Faceless. You guys have to try and and basically said that you guys have to try and keep him out of this place in order for him to finish the ritual, in order to be sealed. The stipulation is that after the end of 4 rounds, as long as the Faceless does not get to the mirror, after 4 rounds, you guys win. You guys at least win in preventing him from getting more powerful. Now, there's still the fact that if he gets in, he's in this holy place. But the mirror will be sealed away from him and he can't do anything about it. So you have to make it 4 rounds. Currently, the Faceless is basically banging on the magic barrier, trying to destroy it. And you guys are starting to see cracks in the form of the barrier. So it's not broken yet, but there are like small fractures in this barrier. But that is where we're picking up. We are starting with rolling initiative. I have a couple people of you guys already on here on the initiative tracker. I can go ahead and remove you and re-add you so that we can get your numbers. Currently, right now, I have Kieran, Spine Splitter, Warren, Fear. Well, I mean, I guess I could just change your numbers based off what you have.
I think that's from last time.
It might be because it's saying. Spine Splitter, you haven't taken any damage, have you?
No, he hasn't made it in.
Well, for some reason, it says you have 85 out of 92 hit points.
Oh, wait a minute. No, I think it's in. Last fight. Fight.
Is that a long rest?
Yeah, we got a long rest after that.
Did you have a fight between the bridge and the? Oh, was it the spectator?
Yeah, I got.
Oh, that could be.
Yeah, he got hit by the spectator.
Yeah, I was like, no, I got hit by something in
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what you got hit by.
Stupid.
So the only person that I need to, let's see, I need to add Thomas and Rekdet.
Okay, I got 25.
You can re-roll your initiative, and I'll enter the number because you guys are already in the initiative tracker, and I'll just
That's what I thought we were doing, and I got put into
yeah, I'll change it.
which is much better than this.
I just had one of the best initiative rolls I've had in a long time.
I feel that, especially.
What is 13? You got one higher than your last one.
Ozzy.
What would you get for initiative?
You're not keeping the thing on the wall.
You can re-roll.
I mean, you can in the 21.
Or you can re-roll. If you take the higher,
We're sure
you'll
it's
get higher.
Actually, all the same.
Oh, okay. So, perfect. Jordan, what did Kieran get? Or sorry, Kieran, what did Kieran get?
Karen, you rolled on the app, right?
He did.
It's rolling right now.
Oh,
Initiative? Or just pick up a damn dice, dude.
I rolled the exact same number.
19. What did you say you got?
25.
I want to claim my
Oh, you have advantage?
Die plus 6.
I don't think so.
file stuff.
Kieran got 19.
Pick it up one more and take it with us. Not leave it there.
I don't think I have a shield.
You took it, right?
Kieran, what did you
And I'm
get
gonna
for
have a plus one
initiative?
shield. So.
Yeah, you took it.
That 9 you see is what I rolled.
Okay, I'm sorry, I see it now. What did you say you got?
22.
Thank you.
I was wondering how he got a 6. Dang it.
Dispirited.
Yeah, right.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2,
At this rate.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I
I need to also technically add Caramel.
Wow.
He's not fighting, but
I just think remember you rolling.
I need to open up the stat block and see what it is
I'm
because
saying.
I'm going to actually roll his initiative. So if it's what I just rolled,
I thought that was real bad. The top part that says manipulating happens is like manipulating. And if you do the best route, since I don't have any.
Oh, well, that's pretty smart. I really like that part. Have you seen this?
Just let me exit out.
It's on TikTok and everything.
I would like to have sex with the question mark person. We're 2 minutes in, right? And
Yes.
I have a thing for people with green complexions. Or crystalline exteriors, or just a hole in general.
I can see Sarah under crotch.
It's under crotch.
Yeah.
I like that.
All you hear as I walk around is bink, bink, bink as I keep my my stubby scar under wraps. For the love of Christ.
That's fucking sick.
There was a dice cabinet I found. I was trying to show it to him, but I also found one that looks like a
keep-
hobbit
I'm just gonna
house.
keep his
It's
initiative.
real cute. I don't need another dice tower. I don't even want it.
Never say never.
No, I don't need it. I have a perfectly good one. And I have a 3D printed one.
You don't need it. But it's always nice to have.
But you want
But
Ones are not always important versus.
But what if you need it?
it's just for
What if you're
internet.
Oh, trying to make good choices. Okay.
It is better to have it and not
It's
need
not
it than to
loading
need it
certain
and not
things
have
I
it.
to blow.
When I started Adam and I were talking this weekend, he goes, when you started playing D&D, I thought it was going to be like a less expensive hobby. But then he started playing dice. And then I was like, oh yeah, I'm sorry.
It's a lot less expensive than a lot of other hobbies out there. Because if you were knitting or doing yarn and stuff, that's
Before this, I was doing an agency softball team, which the cost really more so was just paying for like when we went to the bar afterwards, like to get
Right.
food or whatever.
Right.
But that gets expensive and adds up.
Okay, that one.
Because bars are not cheap.
But Pheromones did not. Trying to open up a stat block for Pheromel, and it wouldn't open up,
I didn't think you.
but then I
knew
opened
these
up the
dice.
faceless stat
Yes,
block.
I do. I need.
and it opened up.
never
right
have
away.
dice. Never.
Okay.
By the way, if you want,
Okay. All right.
What's that?
So first initiative is
My
Sir
mom.
Thomas.
All right.
Yeah, horseman.
Which are all for that's $4
Me,
a dollar.
Oh,
that's-
I don't do anything. with
It is
those. I'm
not
just
round
saying that's-
51.
Yeah, I just know how expensive it is because I had friends that
Okay,
do, and I'm
now,
just like, they're talk.
Before
listening to
we
them talk
ended
about how
last
they're
week, I
spending on
cast
yarn, and I'm
Protection
like,
from Evil on
Yes.
Warren.
Yes, you would cast
I have my divine sense going. I've got a question. Something about this before you have one, channel divinity charge per long rest per paladin. Now I've got two.
Okay.
I've got my divine sense going. Could I
literally, if you
use
look
my
at the
other
price and what they do
channel
in 2
divinity
months'
charge to
time,
use
you
one of
have
my
a
other
gaming laptop paid
channel
for.
divinity actions?
Mhm.
That's
So
like-
you
Could
have,
I?
so you have one left?
I have one charge of that left.
Okay.
Like I'm wondering if that's something like competing spells. I've never thought of this before.
I don't think so. I don't think it's a competing spell. If you're
I'm using my
Is-
channel, my divine sense channel divinity, which was changed from just a pass of some paladin thing to like a channel divinity thing with the new rule.
Right.
And then I want to do sacred weapon. One was a bonus action, and I did that before the end of last week.
Right.
And then the other would be an action. It could be an action. It's awesome.
Yeah, I think can is a so. I don't know if this is no bad. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, he does a lot of stuff. He
Well,
was
it's
like a
just,
dragon
if
holding.
you'll allow that, I think I'll just do
Yeah, I
that.
think that's all right.
All right, I will
Yeah, I mean, there's.
channel divinity, use my sacred weapon, so I get a +3 to attack rolls for
Okay.
10 minutes.
It is.
Okay.
That would be why I'm doing that.
Okay. Yep, that's totally fine.
Just wild.
But is that your turn? Because
And then, that's my turn.
Okay.
I cheer on Sir Thomas and grab my crotch. Give him hell, Sir Thomas.
So, and I believe I was positioned to be very close to Warren, which
Right.
is where I want to be.
You already passed protection of good and
Right,
evil on me
yes.
Yeah.
at the end of the last game.
Right.
If you still want to meet it.
all right, I gave you a marker on your character just so that you know that you have that spell.
Means
on-
any attack rolls against you have disadvantage.
Yes.
Because it
Okay.
covers Fae, Fiends, Undead, pretty much.
If you want, you can put a timer on fair amount to count down each round.
Okay. Yeah.
So
That's
they
actually.
have disadvantage, then.
And you also can't be charmed, possessed, or frightened. But if you're within 10 feet of me and I'm conscious, you can't be any of those things anyway. So, well, no, you could
Thomas,
be.
I apologize, but I'm possessed by the spirit.
So.
Yes, you sure are.
Charm possessed.
Spirit of John Holmes.
Let me show you my rod of destruction.
Okay. But that's everything you're
Doing
doing.
necrosis, not destruction.
That's everything you're doing.
Don't have to
That's
remove
what Thomas-
the wrong.
The necromantic is fine.
That's everything you're doing.
Yes.
Okay. Next is book.
Except for the necromantic is fine with him in the
What is
forest.
the appropriate level? Thank you.
I will say before you start on, you can go ahead and keep planning your action. Misery speaks to you. Misery? No. You're not going to have to roll for anything for this one. You're not going to have to roll for anything. But you can feel the entity in misery like seething rage inside the weapon. He's like, basically, he's like. I want you to beat the shit out of Faceless. Anyway, you can't take his soul because he's a demon. What you need. And then it turns more to like begging because he's kind of got one up on me with the war that we've been apart. We killed each other and respawned and where we were revitalized and he's got one up on me, and it'd be kind of an insult to have my champion kill him. So his rage becomes like begging. Please.
Yep.
And then now you can do what you want to do.
I'm dealing down with that. Make it work and make it work.
Looking for Chief
I sucked there.
Cheddar.
They've got the sour skills version too.
Everyone just kind of stays there
They
after
have it in the sour.
Gizri says,
No,
I can't think of, so I'm just gonna go, oh.
Yeah, I know.
You offer out sour candy?
Then I'm gonna quickly take out my longbow, go to fire an arrow, and realize I don't have any arrows. So I quickly put it away and go into Giant's Might, and hold my action.
I had like some.
Water.
Oh, okay.
Just saw those where I got these.
Yeah.
UDX.
Because I don't have any arrows.
Okay.
I got them. No one ever gave me arrows.
Well,
They definitely don't taste bad. It's different texture that I've done.
It's almost way too easy.
Okay.
Those are less dense comparatively.
Yeah.
You ended up doing that with what, with a bag of chips, right?
Yeah.
And just,
Really?
Because like it Skittles at some point, it's just like
Mhm.
sugar overload and
It's
it's
fine.
chewy and
Are you doing
Split some spine.
Oh, I tried to shoot it, but I never had any arrows.
My brother currently are 80 feet away from the question mark entity. Just so you
load
know.
up one of her javelins.
She's all the way over there.
I can just jump off. I'm kidding.
Quick,
I'm
throw it
kidding.
to me.
I'm not.
let's move up to keep track of the shield takes.
all right, well, I guess he takes a, because you're telling me half, you take 6 more points of damage.
Okay.
I rolled 12.
What did you also, so is this the electric? The witch bolt?
I rolled 12, and you take 6.
We can attack through the fog.
You can attack through the fog magic wise. Currently, what you could technically travel through the fog, but it is going to be
Yeah.
it is going to be considered like difficult terrain.
Right.
You told me technically we can't launch weapons through there. So
Yeah.
magic is
Yeah, his weapon did technically get stuck in the fog, but it was
Yeah.
kind of like a shoot, and then like was slowly
Oh, no.
drifting. Yeah, you got to do your like cool up.
Yeah.
And then I, told you that you saw base. I never let you do cool stuff. Apparently, is what you said. Yeah, I apparently never let. I never let back.
He also said it's sunny and bright in here, so there's no shadows.
Just give it a couple turns.
Yeah, give it a couple turns. The moment that the magic steel breaks.
I can assure you it's very sunny where I am.
Yes. All right. Okay, 6 points
But
of
just
that.
avoid that.
Are you doing anything else, or is it just
I have to add the concentration.
Okay.
I want to make sure the bastard takes some damage first before I move to the weapon.
Oh, did you bonus action use it? Didn't you already cast it beforehand? You can still Eldritch Blast. You can still cast Cantrip without breaking on the person.
listen here?
No,
I was ready to have my turn.
I don't wanna.
So he hasn't gone, right?
He's not gone yet.
First attack in combat.
Baron, why did you re-add the picture of the faceless into the initiative?
Because I needed everyone to be able to look into the face of what I'm getting ready to enjoy.
I
I mean, cleanse. Whatever.
No.
I'll put the O on that faceless.
okay.
And not your next move.
So we roll.
Don't look at me. Well, I saw that one. Don't you look at me.
I was worried you might have over.
You got it. Yeah.
That was earlier. It was a D100.
This is I'm having again.
Mm-hmm.
Like 14 more points of damage just from an Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
I rolled in that 20.
Are you a barbarian?
Nice.
If I raise, that's
That's your bonus
I mean, it's
action.
not nice for me.
Well, actually, if you
Well, yeah,
rage, you can still use your action and get. You can still get there while raged, and then
Yeah, you're an older
so use your stash and all that bonus action rage in your turn.
and
Then
it's
you're
like
in rage the
make
next
that
turn, and you'll
sound
go.
like
So you can
burning.
get there within range in one turn, and
and
still have rage all in one turn. Then you'll be able to wait around the next round. To
Yeah, you didn't like that noise, did you, Warren?
It's
It's like tar.
Oh, and I'm holding my action for if it breaks through or any appendages come through.
Oh, I mean, Fearing's gonna have some appendages
Yeah,
here in a minute.
exactly.
Fearing's gonna have some appendages here in a minute. Damage. I did not see what he just did there. Fearing, you shouldn't have put that in the ceiling stone on the ship. Yeah.
Especially if you're like,
Is that your turn?
yeah, that's it.
Ryoka system.
All right. The faceless, as I said before we started this initiative, the last session, he had taken basically two big swings with these giant pseudopod-like arms that are kind of club-shaped at the moment, and brings them down on the magic barrier. He can't get through right now because it's basically preventing evil from getting through. But this spell can be destroyed because it has a semblance of rigidity. Like it can it can be shattered. Essentially.
Any wild magic like that?
Yeah, Feywild, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, fully. If you're gonna use like magic in here, oh yeah, that's right. Dang it. Yep. Fine splitters. Go ahead and roll me
Most
on.
of the sessions we would be describing effects that are happening.
I gotta pull up
Two
the.
cantrips trigger it.
Oh, I'll trigger it.
No, I'll make it anything that is an actual slotted spell. I'll make it a slotted spell.
What if it-
I like dirty slots.
I guess because they changed it to where it's a spell.
Yeah,
What if it's a 3 years that doesn't burn a spell slot?
like the breath weapon.
Well, none of my.
Oh, son of a bitch! I'm
I
still
think it would have
gay.
to be a level spell because fireball for me would trigger it.
I'm fey, but I decided I was gonna play it. Hey.
Anything that I'll say that it's any kind of magic that is above anything magic wise that is above a cantrip level in like power.
Oh, I rolled
But I do
mine.
need to-
I'm
I
just
do
trying
need
to see. I think I already know what it was. So forward.
Hey, Jared.
Is it the
When was
freaking
that?
radiant? I kid you not, if it's that radiant, I'm gonna be so upset. I hope it's
Hey, Jared.
I believe 34 was the radiant.
Am I muted still? Very possible.
435, I believe, is what you said.
You're gonna have to talk for me because I'm pretty sure.
I rolled 34.
Mm-hmm.
So,
When they're ready to do you, yeah, talk.
I mean,
Exactly.
damn it!
Radiant?
in their chat, I can only watch and listen.
That is the third time you
Did you click on restream
I,
from?
all right. Well, I still be
let's not worry about it now.
Did you go to Discord and click the link to
I'm not looking for
restream?
that one there.
Okay, hold on. Jerry, can you remind me of that one? Because I just accidentally deleted it and we need to save it
what?
for the damage thing. Keeps it on the same table. Right.
Oh, it's
Like, I know it's like max radiant damage if you roll.
Max damage and it's turn radiant.
And
You should go to.
as a offensive spell.
Yeah. Just highest damage.
If he rolls a 34 or
my-
35.
the next
which
spell you
one is third
cast
level?
deals. The
40,
next
12?
spell you cast deals max damage, and its damage type is radiant.
Okay, and
But
that's
my
if he rolls a
hellish
34 or
view
35.
34, 35.
Okay, thank you. So I must have deleted it. So
Okay. Ooh. So he rears up and hits the magic seal twice.
Do not touch me, please. Please do.
Don't touch me.
I will. I'll let you hit me.
I need.
Oh, it's a rebuke.
Next.
Jeez, that is a lot. That is a lot of d8s in terms of damage.
Or I could also use hex.
What happened to my d8? Did I exit out of it? I exited out of it. I didn't roll. Jeez, please.
This is the faceless attacking the bear.
The barrier. Yeah.
And it's gone.
Man.
It's not gone yet. I did make the barrier somewhat strong, as it is. It's a holy place. But if he gets in the next round, it's gonna do some stuff.
Damn it, Scotty.
Um, so it hits the barrier twice. You are seeing very large cracks now in this shield. It's hard to describe. It's almost like if you're hitting like a stone barrier and you're seeing the magic particles of this barrier come down like rubble.
Mhm.
It's not fully shattered yet, but it is basically making its way around the entire dome, like it's a big old ice sphere. And it is cracking. The next thing you go ahead and give me. Well, no, because Spine Splitter and Wreck Deck both have decent path perception. Out of a portion of its body, you begin to start seeing another face appear. This one is just kind of like an ooze, and it like the bubbles that's forming slightly resemble eyes, but not like fully formed. But you begin starting to see a maw begin to like start pushing up against the like interior flesh of this ooze to where you're starting to see the form of like teeth and an open maw, and you're beginning to see what resembles a warg taking shape out of its body. It's not exited out of it yet, but you are seeing this like canine creature trying to escape from the side of its body.
Does it have a long tail?
No, not yet. Next is Kieran.
At the end of its turn, I'm going to use a reaction to use my stone rune. It needs to make a wisdom saving throw. DC 16. Assuming the barrier wouldn't prevent this.
It shouldn't, but what is the nature of this ability? Like a charm?
Uh,
Because he is immune to being charmed.
yeah, it is. Okay, that's classified as a charm.
It doesn't classify?
It does.
Oh, he is immune to being charmed.
Well, I didn't use my ready action, so.
Yeah. I'll say that you didn't use it. I'll allow this.
Well, I didn't use the reaction to take the action
Right.
that turn, so I just used it for something else.
Okay. Next is Kieran.
So Kieran is going to dash, get up to range for the full 80 that should be to get up to the entity,
Yes.
and then he's going to describe what you do next.
Gotcha.
Never mind. He rages. I thought he was going to roleplay. He rages. Good enough.
Is he attacking?
He can't because he used his action for a dash.
Okay.
So he's in range now. He bonus action rage to take half damage from physical attacks, and then he sat confused, going, "Okay, I got this far. I'm proud of myself."
For flavor, he's still able to run through the barrier but when he hits the edge of the barrier, it's like running into a wall of molasses. And that's what basically puts him into a rage.
That's awesome.
So he can still get there, but it was like he was running through molasses the last little bit of his movement.
That's awesome.
Okay. Warren.
Warren is gonna sit there looking kind of jittery, like she wants to get in a fight, realizing she can't move off the stump. Just kind of sit down with her javelin in her hand and hold her action.
Okay.
Because if I
One
do any
thing I will
longer, you won't do
specify.
that.
No, nothing. I will specify. It's not that you can't get off the stump, but if you get off, you have to get back on, and then it's another 3 rounds you
And
have to wait.
That's why I'm not gonna.
So.
Well,
So,
and
yeah.
anything long range that I have, either the weapon and won't necessarily go through, or B may cause some massive issues because I can't do spells. So
Just focus on,
You know. All right.
behaving.
Right there.
I'm going to cast X
Okay.
on the guy. Ignore that damage, because it doesn't do anything.
Now, Hex doesn't require a saving throw or anything. It just happens, right?
It just happens.
Okay. What are you hexing ability wise? Isn't Hex like a stat effect, or is that Bane?
For, disadvantage on one ability check
Yes.
of the chosen type.
Yeah, so I have
Oh,
disadvantage on one ability check. Or what do you want it to be?
What are all your saving throws?
It's not saving throws.
Oh, chaps. Right.
Right.
You do that.
Dexterity, eat that fireball.
And
You charmed bitch.
there's a 64 on the wild.
Oh, yeah. I'm like 64 what? Damage?
Damage, yes.
What?
Damn, Hex got very powerful.
I was like, damn, what? I'd laugh if it was the dandelions thing, but
Oh,
this
that was
doesn't.
funny.
You said, what was it, 64?
64.
Mhm.
Oh, no. Well, you got your shadow now.
Yeah.
You got your shade now because a 20-foot diameter, 20-foot high, 5-foot thick wall of thorns appears centered on your side.
20-foot high.
No. Yes, sorry. 20-foot diameter, 20-foot high, 5-foot thick wall of
5
thorns.
foot 6.
It does not have a time limit. It is just there. Hold on.
Oh, the one thing that would have helped one.
But hey, he gets his shadow now.
I mean, according to
And
this
everything outside of the barrier is dark. The only light is coming from this holy place.
Hey, there's another barrier between Warren and the bad guy.
Question. That appears right on me.
You're in the golden hole.
What is the normal damage of wall thorns?
No
Because
idea.
it's like a ranger spell, isn't it?
I thought it just makes
And you
difficult
have to
terrain.
with wall more if you
Maybe.
do.
I think it's growth. Well,
It's
it's
difficult
almost
trying.
like a physical wall.
So are you choose between wall of thorns and the barrier?
You know?
Block line of fight.
7d8 piercing damage. I'm failed save.
Oh,
A creature within its area.
Oh man.
This is a big bubble spell.
mm-hmm.
What is each creature in the area if it's only a ring?
Wall of thorns.
Okay.
Because usually it casts them
Damage
alone.
if no save, right?
The way it reads changes the area.
So it's basically
that
a
it
big
covers.
old like a circular hedge.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
Right, so there's nothing in the middle, right?
There's nothing in the middle. It's a big old circular hedge.
So
But the thing that Warren just pointed out is that the hedge, unless you change it, the hedge showed up right where Oak was.
And
So,
it's one,
Are you allowing me to change it, or you just?
It
'cause you said it
technically,
was a
it
20-foot
technically
radius.
is centered on himself.
not 20-foot radius, 20-foot diameter. So 10-foot radius.
Oh.
Yeah, 10-foot radius, only 20-foot. And going
Cool, now it only hits fair now.
You need
I'm glad we
to.
remember how
Well,
to
it
do
depends
that.
on if the wall will actually.
Fair.
Mhm,
All
mhm.
Still, if it goes through that, it's still 7
right, well, I can't do anything else. I'm going to hold my action for Eldritch Blast the moment something opens up.
It just comes through the wall of thorns.
I'm just stuck. It's going to be high.
I mean, you technically could use the shade from the thorns to traverse now outside the barrier.
For
Because-
bonus action.
Yes, for
On my
bonus.
next turn. Next is a bonus action.
All right, I'm trying to see if it's the basic. I'm basically trying to make the barrier so that you guys have an idea.
Want to do the
Okay, so
hinge?
5 feet or
Yeah, I'll just use the stone hinge.
It's already right
It's
there.
already right there. So just the circle of the stone hinge. All right, so that was Rec Deck. Next is Fearin.
Son of a bitch.
All Fearin's figuring out what he's doing. Rec Deck, how do you actually react to just the giant wall of thorns? It just appeared around you.
Without wasting my ready to action, can I just throw a psychic dagger at it? and
Just
test it
as
out?
flavor. Just as flavor. Yeah, it gets stuck up in the barrier.
It
How
doesn't
much-
dissipate like the
How
last
much damage does the psychic dagger do?
one? Not the barrier, the wall of thorn.
Oh, the wall of thorns. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it because I thought you said you threw it up.
No.
No.
Yeah. Can this
No,
wall
I'm
even
not
be
a madman.
Can this wall even be destroyed?
It can.
It doesn't get stats for the wall.
The
All
effect is
right.
I'm gonna roll a D100 or D100 to see how many hit points it has. It's 40 hit points. I rolled a 40 and a 0. So, magic barrier has this many hit points. And wall of thorns.
I'm now stuck.
Yeah. Yeah. Rec Deck is now is in solitary confinement.
I,
Sharp pointing wall.
I burn a key point to go ahead and use my bonus action to disengage and dash to
Okay.
get within range of the entity.
Okay.
I prepare my swollen fey crotch and I go, hey, and I ask if a 9 or a 16 hits.
9 or a 16? No.
My pelvis, though thunderous, is stuck to the to the barrier right now. Not my first, not my last. That'll end my turn.
Yeah, this is not. I'm gonna say this quietly. Fearin, this is not lube. This is molasses. It's like getting stuck in honey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've been honey dicked.
Jeez. All right. But is that your turn?
That is my turn. Yes, sir.
It is now Faramel. I'm going to warn. I'm actually going to have you roll for the success of this. Give me a D100 roll with advantage.
Okay. Is it with advantage?
With advantage. Because you're in the holy place right now. You're in the Fey holy place. If this magic barrier the shield gets destroyed, then she'll just be rolling normal.
75.
75. Okay. So Faramel is successfully able to start the first third of this ceiling, right? You start feeling almost like, so you're holding the mirror.
Mhm.
And the mirror is it feels like it is trying to hold on. It doesn't show anything, but it's almost like the mirror is like barbed, and like your hand is in pain because it's not wanting, the mirror is not letting go of your hand. It's not the other way. You're not able, you could very easily try and let go of the mirror, but the mirror is not letting go of you. It is got a death grip on your hand to where it is like, I'm not going anywhere. So figure out something else. But that is one success for that. Jeez, Peach Jordan.
Oh my God.
Oh shit, there's 7 things in Discord. I'm like,
That just okay. That just. Sir Thomas, it's back up to you.
I'm going to hold my action.
Everybody's holding actions. Help! Oh, is there anything you wanted? So he's holding his action, but was there anything you wanted to do because you held your reaction? Is there anything you're wanting to
I
do?
used my reaction to do the cloud rune
Okay, got it.
because he didn't break through.
Okay.
That's why I'm
Yeah, you hear Red Deck just through like thick walls of thorn. Help! Help me! So you're holding
from my
action.
stomach. Can I
Attempt to
throw a rope
summon
in there?
Charlie.
In the faint distance, you hear. Look, it's your turn, Charlie.
Yeah.
Dude, my TikTok's nothing but Charlie the unicorn now.
You did
That
this.
shit listens.
You did this to yourself.
I know. I love it.
Oh, I was gonna say like 5 Charlie ones popped up the other day and I went, this is from what we talked about.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right,
I don't
I'm gonna
regret it,
use
this
a
is great.
bonus action to kind of let out a blood curdling roar and use my blood rust aura.
Oh, cool. If that gives it a -1 to AC.
Yeah, I think it's also with a -1 to attack rolls as well.
It is. Yeah, it's a -1 to
I
attack
think you
roll.
were for it.
10 foot. I already made that with Karen.
Yeah.
10 foot, not 15.
Oh, yeah, just 10 foot.
And what does that
So
do?
there's that.
Gives it a permanent -1 to AC and attack rolls.
Why it's inside your roll.
No, just permanently.
Oh, it's this one-time burst. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait on.
Yeah.
So if I do it on any of you, I permanently.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna action attack 22 hit
22 hits.
and then 28 hits.
How old are we attacking to the ball?
I got right up next to it.
Yeah, you're able to move through it, but it
Oh,
takes
sorry.
about half your movement. It's difficult to. Yeah. So you're able to walk through it, but it's like.
Yeah.
The fact that you can run through it in 6 seconds, is just screaming to get out of there.
16 magical bludgeoning, 10 necrotic, and then 12 no blood. So
200 fire.
5,000, raising that.
free action, I cast Fireball.
No.
Oh,
Let's see.
I could action surge cast Fireball.
You could technically, and then it would be Wild Magic Surge table, which could be fun. How much total damage did you say it was?
Total damage?
Yes, because I'm trying to subtract stuff.
It was 28 bludgeoning and then 10 necrotic. Bludgeoning was magical.
It wasn't magical to him. He did not enjoy it. When you attack the faceless with misery, one of the bubble eyes, basically, because they're not fully formed eyes, but it's you can see one of these like bubbles kind of like form up, and the dot that's in there, like it's like a speck of a dot, looks like it's looking directly at you. And to you, it seems like the eye is turning red, even though he's like just a like black greenish ooze. But it fully looks like it's looking at you. And somehow this ooze bubble eye looks angry.
As it's coming up, I'm playing whack-a-mole with them.
Yeah. Just pop, 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 pop.
I believe that'll be my turn.
Your champion.
Did you really lay off the drugs?
Agreed.
Maybe. Says the one that has 8 magic mushrooms attached to his head because he's not taking his helmet off.
Why would I? It's rusty.
I know. It's padded. But is that it? Is that everything?
Yeah.
Okay. Spine Splitter, your turn.
If you hear in your head, I need to up these. I'm literally just standing in the middle of the wall, like trying to summon Spine Splitter.
How tall? Oh, it's 20 foot. It's 20 foot high. Sorry, I was thinking it was 5 foot high. I was just like, if it was 5 foot high, you just see like the tips of like Rectech's fingertips over the
like
wall,
Wilson, just,
going like this.
just see my nose and eyes above it.
Michael,
But it's
I might
but
use
it's
it to
like
help with
theories
this one,
right there
actually.
around. You both could just be aerialists.
Oh,
you could
I can't carry both of them.
you could carry one.
I mean,
I
if
know.
one holds on to the other real tight.
I wouldn't be able
I
to
might
fly.
actually be useful. I could run.
You could if someone had enlarged reduce, and then you're just like a mini dragon.
That would be
don't give them ideas.
terrifying to
Yeah,
see.
don't give them ideas.
He'd look like Ridley from he'd look like Ridley from Samus. Yeah, I know. I'm giving him bad ideas. But they're fun bad ideas.
He just picks up one of the melee fighters and just drops them on the enemy.
Full pterodactyl, just like tactical pterodactyl.
Fastball special from the air. I got my psychic dagger now. I'm falling.
You're doing a spin move, and it's just like, all right, drill. You still maintaining concentration on the witch bolt? Okay. Do you have to roll for that, or is it just an automatic 6?
It's automatic damage as long as I concentrate.
Okay. Why do I keep accidentally right-clicking?
I don't know. Stop it.
I need to stop doing that.
The barrier's still intact. Still.
It's still intact, but it has a lot more cracks in it.
Like how big of cracks?
It looks like it's like a glacier that it's about to.
Like there's not holes.
Okay,
There's
that's what I
not
was-
holes yet,
okay,
but
okay.
there are. Yes.
Okay.
Starting the spider web.
It was like if it was like a big ice dome or a glass dome, and someone's just been taking a hammer to it and it's just shattering. Look, stop using your flail on the on Magic Seal.
No.
Then again, between you and Fearin with the magic sealing stone. Oh, sealing stone. Oh,
Still thought it was a seal in the stone.
no. or the seal in the stone. Or.
No.
Come on. Wait.
I'm gonna use my move to try to.
Oh,
Oh no, it's the
honestly,
next
I-
spell he casts. It's not affected by Witch Bolt.
Yeah.
I was gonna say your next spell is that radiant thing, but Witch Bolt is still in effect. It's whatever you cast.
Alright. He's gotta make a wisdom save with disadvantage
What disadvantage?
because he's
Let me
considered
dirty than
bad.
I said too.
I'm grabbing my balls.
Your own words last
Exactly what I was
week.
gonna do.
True.
He's considered everything.
wisdom, and he's got to beat a 17.
Oh, no.
Hmm? No, I'm just totally dead.
Oh, my God. That's fair.
On the die, without a modifier, or roll a 17 and an 18 with disadvantage. With no modifier. Dirty bitch. I know. Of all the times for me to roll well. I mean, that was planned.
Oh, bitch. So you don't take that one. But you can take another 6 points damage.
Is this an additional to the 6 that I already took off automatically?
Well, I have to roll a d12 each time.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
done.
So technically, he takes damage twice from Witch Bolt. He takes it at the beginning and at the end.
No, he only takes it once a turn. Once it comes to me, I concentrate. I hit him again.
Okay.
It's an ongoing effect
Yeah.
until I.
Taser. You
Yeah,
stuck a
taser.
taser in him.
Yeah.
And he's not moved, which is the thing, because if he moves one step to the, or like 5 feet to the right, Witch Bolt is broken. Or did they change that with the new rules?
Him
I
moving.
can't use them.
No, with Witch Bolt. Because Witch Bolt, it's concentration, and if the person moves, then it breaks.
No.
They didn't
No.
change that?
The old one was if he did anything else besides use Witch Bolt.
What am I thinking of? There's another like electricity-based spell that if you moved, it.
Is that lure? No, that pulls me. Hold on.
Because lightning there brings them to you.
I don't remember what it was.
Booming Blade. If they moved it, they took extra damage.
No,
I think that's the one you might be thinking of.
I don't know.
If the creature moves outside of 60 feet from them, then it breaks.
Okay. Okay, that's what it is. But is that your turn?
Mhm.
Okay. All right. It is now faceless.
Bastard.
Enemies in D&D don't run away.
No, they just
That's fine. Just biding my tongue. Oh, actually, wait a minute.
Uppies.
I've got a plan to help you, but I gotta check. to see.
No, you gotta.
It shouldn't require me to even come off the stump or anything.
I can get out.
Try to help.
You need
Because
to
you're
stay
right on.
focused on what you're doing.
I am staying right in my spot.
You hear alternating between uppies and Charlie. Hey, Charlie.
Does anyone hear a noise coming from inside?
It's all muffled through the thorns.
Spine splitter flies over, just drops some food in it for you.
Probably. Try shit on me.
It's like I ain't picking you up, but
I already know I can't pick him up, so I'm like,
all right.
but I can't
Faceless.
respond back to him because then I lose Witch Bolt.
So the faceless rears back, and with the 2 pseudopods that he has, hits the magic barrier twice more. This time with the second hit. It was the second hit that had enough damage to do it. First one, it's like I said, it's like a hammer that's hitting one spot, and it's just like bulletproof glass. The more you keep hitting that one spot, the more it just becomes shattered and like crystalline dust. And on that second hit, he breaks it down, and a massive hole forms in this barrier, like a cave-in, effectively. Yeah,
Big mistake, buddy.
big mistake.
Our secret weapon is aching to thrust his well.
I know. Let's say.
Certain the crouch would like to preview.
That was his
Hawk
attack.
is in your area.
So he still has movement.
He still has movement,
Ooh.
but before he moves, the face that I saw that I said was forming out of the side of him breaks free.
I touch it.
Touch it.
Aw, it's
Yeah.
ugly.
Yeah. It breaks out of the side of the faceless. It begins to just snarl. It doesn't do anything this turn, But the faceless with one of his like bubble eyes looks at it and be like like almost like there's a telepathy between it, and
Nice.
that's its turn.
So essentially, he just released a part of himself as an addition next to it.
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
The way things weave.
Kieran.
Why not just do a moo-ha?
The best part of the faceless, so he has legendary actions, but I made it to where he couldn't use them until he got inside the barrier.
He's not in the barrier. He's
Not
just
yet.
broken. Yeah.
Not yet. Kieran, your turn.
This is your fault.
You tried to buy a mirror in session 1. That looked real shiny.
And you're already ready, so you're attacking, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, he is doing 2 attacks.
You still have your shiny. Your shiny.
Oh wait, what's this? He has shiny too.
Remember the no like the bracers are still on your helmet.
I forgot about that.
And it's all light in here, so it's like it's like a
So it's-
sun catcher.
Now you're going to recklessly attack and hack one
Yeah.
more time
It's shining.
with advantage.
Creating shadows for him
He
to
has
escape
advantage on your limit.
because it's reflecting off.
Well, he's inside of the
But he can
An 18 or 23 hit the dude.
Can you repeat that, Jordan?
Sorry.
Does an 18 or a 23 hit?
Yes, both of them do.
All right, he is rolling for damage now.
Nice.
And remember, you have advantage against him because he recklessly attacked.
Okay.
Do I need line of sight there as well?
Go for it.
No, you can teleport in. So it's basically you phase into the shadow and kind of go 60 feet, as long as there is shadow on the other at the end of the 60 feet, or within that range. All right. Let's see. 11, 6. Actually, that's what, 14 and
Thank you.
14 and 9. That's what I meant to do. Yeah, I clicked. Okay. Is that his turn?
That ends his turn.
Okay. So because Book is right next, or not Book, well, technically Book is right next to him too, but so is Kieran. What is Kieran's AC?
16, I believe. I bet 15.
15? Okay. Just 6. Out of 4d6, I rolled 2 ones. Good. Listen here. After Kieran attacks the faceless, the faceless returns using a legendary action to attack him with a pseudo and what's known as an acid lash attack. He takes 16 points of acid damage.
All right.
More.
You take 16 points of acid damage.
Also, there's a big barrier.
giant hedge in front of me?
It is in front of you. Technically, you're obscured from the baseless. Baseless can't see you.
But with Warren,
You have full coverage. Right here. Okay.
so actually, realistically, is it possible for me to stay safely on the stump and try to throw a rope into the
Yeah,
stump?
you can try and assist Rectech to get out by throwing a rope.
I'm gonna do that because I don't want to risk something happening. And so I'm gonna take my rope and go to the, I guess, the edge of the tree stump.
Okay. Yeah, as long as you stay in that area of the tree stump, the effect of what Caramel is doing will not be negated. As
My
long as
goal
that you
is-
leave the edge of that stump, then that's when you have to restart.
My goal is to keep him along there. So okay, so I'm gonna take my rope and throw it into, like, try to keep the edge out where he can climb over,
Okay.
but throw it into the wall of thorns.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action, I am going to, so Warren is gonna roar, and up to 10 creatures of the choice within 60 feet of me who can hear me gain advantage on attack rolls and saving throws until the start of my next turn.
Oh, nice.
So, yes, XD rar. Anyway, everybody except like the faceless and his little ward friend. Is what I'm getting.
Big is the area of effect?
Yes, within 60 feet of me, if they can hear me, they gain advantage on attacks. So, you don't have a rope in there with you. Well, it's kind of leaned up if I can.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a question about the rope. Does that count as entering the space where the rope?
It's going to be lifting. No, it's not. As soon as you throw the rope on, it just becomes
I meant
shredded
when he
wheat.
climbs up with it.
Huh?
I meant when he climbs up it.
I mean, when he climbs up it, he'll probably take a little bit of damage. I'm not going to, because I'll have him do an acrobatics check, and if he succeeds, he'll only take half of the whatever it is. Because he's going to be stepping on thorns. But if he just brutally fails, then yeah, he's basically getting impaled. No. Rectech, it's actually your turn.
Okay, where's the shadow being? There's light on my wall. Looks like where is the shadow being created?
I'll say, yeah, so inside your area, I'll say that
Obviously, it's on my range.
I'll say that most of the shadows are like closer between you and Bjorn.
I'm going to bonus action shadow stride
Okay.
out of it. I'm throw psychic dagger.
Okay.
I'm trying to pepper box it. I'm gonna pepper box it.
Okay.
You said we have advantage, right?
Yeah. By the way, Warren, your rope idea was a good idea.
I figured he might be considering Shadow Stride, but I figured at least have the rope in there.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario.
26.
Sells present. Sells present. Always.
So what is the
You get a bonus attack roll and saving throws until the start of my next turn.
Because, like I said, I used a specific stat block
Don't forget that you have
to build
advantage.
the creature. I didn't mean for this one particular trait to be a part of it. I forgot to. I'm not using it. But I'll actually tell you what it is because I'm not going to use it because I didn't intend for this stat block to be, or this portion of the stat block to be a thing. But there's a trait called Wow that templates has,
Mhm.
and it's any creature other than moves that starts to turn within 10 feet of 2 blocks must succeed on a DC 21 Constitution saving throw.
29 piercing damage.
29 piercing damage? Nice. Or they are poisoned when they start. Yeah.
That's my turn.
Okay. Is I don't know if I said or not visible. Is the pepper box is it magical? No.
Oh, I got gas that.
Next is Viren.
All
Or
right. I prepare my packed crotch.
walk in the you activate. What did I just hear you say?
I activate my packed crotch.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Let's see, that's a lame ass 15 to hit. Or a 15 to hit.
Neither.
Burn a key point, because why not? For Fury of Blows, for Hope and Prayer.
Oh, Jordan, are you rolling with
Yeah.
advantage?
No, I am not.
Yeah, you're roll. Yeah, you need to roll with advantage with those because you were within Warren's roar, so you had advantage on your attacks.
All right, well, the 15, obviously, if I look at that one with advantage, that was there, so.
So I'll say that the 19 hits. So roll one more time. See if you get that other 15. It will hit. Yeah,
There's
definitely.
an 20 with advantage. All right, so on top of that, I'm going to go ahead and burn my literal Eldritch Smite, which is going to burn my level 3 pack slot for an additional 3d8 of our 4d8 of damage. So we're going to do this.
Yeah, he's pumping it really.
So, man, that max damage is going to max damage again. That's cool. So, 32.
32 crushed it.
Oh, and he's poisoned.
We'll call it.
There's a poison roll as well for damage.
Does he have the poison feet?
Yes, I do.
So what is
My crotch is deadly, buddy.
The poison damage or the poison condition.
Also, I'm burning on my last key point. I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Go, Jordan. Go, Jordan.
Okay,
You fail.
I did.
Oh, he failed.
But I'm going to use a legendary resistance.
There you go.
Which was the right move because it would have sucked for you to have Stunning Strike work on you.
Yeah.
You would have been done for a full round. Yeah. Oh well, it was worth it. Oh, and I got my last 2 attacks from burning that, so hold on with advantage. I forgot about those. There's all my special stuff, and then there's my last 2 basic attacks. Well, they're not basic. They're still my last key point I burned. 25 will hit. I didn't mean to do that one, but 21 will hit. So for an additional 16 plus 16 plus another 26 bludgeoning to end my turn. Sir Thundercrotch, in all of his fey goodness at the moment, Hey, pounded him good, filled him with poison. Told you so.
That robot here. So too fast.
But that's your turn. Everything.
Oh yeah, that's my
Oh
turn.
my
I
God.
burned up basically everything I had just for funsies, including a spell slot, which I don't know if that counts because it's not necessarily a spell. It is just Eldritch Smite. It's an
Right.
it's a yeah. So if I no power that time, I'll just stay Fey.
Yeah, that's right. You are Phaedra right now.
Mhm.
Warren.
Yes.
It is Faramel's turn. Go ahead and give me another D100 roll, but this one is a straight D100 because the barrier is broken.
Hold on. Oh, wait, hold on. I suck. I wrote the wrong one.
Because she gave
Let me read that one, sorry.
hints to Paramount that she did things on this.
This is not considered an attack or anything. This is just him trying to successfully perform a fight.
I just want to make sure I. 51. So I actually rolled the right dice this time.
Okay.
How close to that?
Real close.
Yeah.
This is the second time.
I grabbed that and then I didn't.
The second time this is successful. The mirror is even more so trying to the mirror is holding on even more so. So at first it just felt like barbs from like a fishing hook. Now it feels like railroad spikes are going through. It's not officially, but it feels like railroad spikes. Roll me a D8.
Wrong one. I know which one. That's a 1.
For one, okay, that was actually good because you only take 1 point of psychic damage.
Oh, good. I'll take what I.
Man, isn't that cruel to be making you roll your own damage dice? Granted, you only got
Not when she
one.
just rolls a 1.
Yeah,
Actually, well, see, since my
if it
rolls are
would've
so
been an
bad,
8.
that's fine with me.
Oh yeah, if it would have been an 8, I would have made the mirror talk to you.
God.
Don't give us up. We've been through so much.
We're the shiny.
So that is another successful. That is
Round.
another success. He needs to get one more to remove the mirror from you as like the packed weapon. But then he still has to have one more successful roll to seal the mirror. So it could be potentially that mirror, as after it's no longer attached to you, that might take a round or two to get it fully sealed.
Okay.
So
Once she breaks the bond with the mirror, is she able to leave the stump?
yes, she can leave the stump and be completely in combat and everything like that. Sir Thomas.
Okay. How many feet away from the faceless am I?
60.
Like, am I within 60 feet?
Yeah.
I'm going to go, because I'm on my horse, I have 60 feet of movement.
Mhm.
I'm going to go and make 2 attacks. I already rolled the attack rolls.
Okay.
It would be and I have a +3 still. So 15 plus 12. I'm pretty sure that hits.
15 plus 12?
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits.
And a 16 plus 12.
Yeah, that hits.
And so I'll roll
Yeah, thanks.
2d8.
Yeah. He's still suffering.
So
from
I'm
that.
rolling the base damage because then I'm going to do a divine smite.
Right.
I'll take my chances on the wild magic. Okay, 4 and 3, 7 plus.
I love that Sir Thomas is like, I'm going to take my chances with the magic
Alright.
surge table.
I want to make sure I have savage attack, but I
I just
can't
thought that he
remember
was
if I
willing to
have
give it a
that. If I
chance.
do, I'm going to give that a shot.
Yeah, the more power to him. Because he could potentially end up with dandelion seeds in his
Yes.
mouth.
And I had one where I think I was stuck in beast speech for a while.
Jeez.
Let's not do that. Say we didn't.
Let's say we did.
Okay, I'm using savage attacker
Okay.
to reroll my attack rolls. 10.
So-
Okay, 19 radiant,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna do
But it doesn't have that. It's like a similar.
Yeah, because it's in
It's like the bash or whatever it is.
there.
That's Yours is
See
better.
that right here. I didn't see this damage.
Okay, this individual is a fiend.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Okay.
was like, 'cause you really don't use those features.
48. Okay, it's 5d8
Nice.
on the smite
Yeah.
because I'm using a max spell level smite. So 4 and 6, 10,
Mine's
14,
fine.
7, 21. Then you roll one more because I only had 4 dice. So,
Jeez.
and that's 6. And now I'm going to re-roll altogether. I'm going to,
Okay.
because I lost
Oh
the
my
number
God.
there.
I do it.
You need another D4?
No, I got it.
Oh,
Okay.
or not a D4. What was it? A D8?
16, 22, 7. Okay, 28 radiant.
Jeez. Doing some
Oh my gosh.
nasty, nasty damage.
Okay, now I'll roll the wild magic. 25.
Okay. We looked at 25. Oh no. Oh no. Theron,
Okay.
I need you to roll me a D10. This is gonna be
Am I
great.
possibly
Theron.
going to enjoy this?
No.
Oh, darn. 1.
1? Okay. That's much
Yeah.
better for you. It's more going to be more tolerable for you. But Theron, you get the sense that Sir Thomas is now a fey creature for 1 week.
Just put the whole other meaning on it. I can't. Wait.
He's like you, Theron.
It still has his principles,
Yeah.
unlike individuals who have none.
Oh no,
Jordan's talking, but I can't hear him.
Jordan's muted.
I'm gonna say it was probably best that I was muted. So I don't want to have anything. Hey, my Fadar is going off, and Sir Thomas. Oh my God. We can thunder crotch together, and then I start doing a little pelvic thrust towards you as I'm out of key points, but I may as well keep going with it.
No, heir of John Holmes, stay away.
Yeah.
But that's everything.
Oh, out of all the things, that poor wild magic search.
What is your one?
Yeah.
He's gonna take a legendary action. Oh, those are not good numbers to see. I mean, good numbers for me, not good numbers for you.
That's fine.
No. So he hit, but it was the damage that he rolled because this attack does 5d8 plus 7.
Wait. What was the 2 hit? What,
You got a
What do you
20.
I'm gonna use Runic Shield to make him reroll the attack.
Dead. I could roll better. A 22. So I have to re-roll the damage now.
No.
Oh, okay. Thomas. 47 points of acid damage. Okay. Look, it is your thing.
I have one question. Okay. Are these oozes flammable? 19 on 5. So it's 18. Yeah.
Mhm.
I might be able to either walk up this boss fight or give you a very scary creature.
Well, I need to make a check to see if I maintain concentration of spell. I'm getting hit, I believe I.
Technically, yeah, you
Yeah.
have to see if you.
So
yeah.
what is that, a constitution save?
Constitution saving throw equal to, I believe it's half of the damage rounded down.
Which
or-
he took 30. He took 37 points of acid damage.
So 6. 18.
Yeah.
As long as he gets an 18.
No, 14.
14. All
Alright,
right.
for
So the
concentration.
spell of.
Okay, you're no
protective
longer
evil good.
protected. Maybe I should have stayed where I was, but. I don't know.
All good. I appreciate it in the first place.
Right.
This guy, like a bitch.
Yeah. Oh, I was reading if. So what was your question? If he looks flammable?
Yeah, are these oozes flame shades? Or
Well,
yes,
if they're made of acid and you throw a base into them, just saying.
He's not flammable, but he will take the damage. So it's not like he would catch on fire, but he will take regular fire damage.
all right. Is it possible for me to move kind of here in between these two?
Oh yeah, you can fully move in between them.
Cool. Use my action to fireball. Using my breath weapon.
Okay, because that's on you, isn't it?
Yep, centered on myself. This is the aura.
Jeez. Yeah.
Actually, one more back. Try not to get Sir Thomas in this. Failed save is a 27. If they succeed, it's a
27 what? Deck save?
Yeah. No. What is the save for it? I believe it's a 16. Yeah, dex save 16. 27 fire damage on a fail.
Firewall on yourself? Yeah.
Slightly.
Okay. And it was a dex.
Yep.
Dex for him. And then
Ooh.
And I rolled a wild magic.
okay. So we his. What was the save?
Dex 16.
Okay. Unlucky for me, the faceless takes the damage, but the ward save.
Alright. Faceless takes 27. The other one takes 14.
Okay.
For my wild magic roll, I got a 93.
Oh, geez. I think that's the highest anybody's gotten. And you said 13 for.
The war, yeah.
Yep. Okay. And then a 93 for the table.
It's mild mannequin, yeah.
Did you look it up?
No,
Wow.
this is what I'm gonna do next.
Okay, they tables.
Oh god. I haven't pulled up, but I didn't want to see my own.
You didn't want to see your own?
No.
Oh my gosh, because it's so funny. An awakened dormouse inside of a teapot appears in your hands. The teapot has an AC of 10 and 1 HP. While you are holding it, it cannot be targeted or affected by AoE spells. However, you must make a DC 10 con save each time you take damage. On a failure, you drop the teapot, shattering it. If the teapot breaks or the dormouse removed, it turns into a dire dormouse using the stats of a dire wolf from the monster manual and becomes hostile to you and your allies. So you gotta hold this teapot when you're alive.
I just picture the freaking mouse from Alice in Wonderland.
See, object.
Twinkle, twinkle.
Can it be set on top of my?
Oh yeah, it can, yeah. And you gotta balance it on top of your helmet.
Try some stuff.
And then I'm gonna action surge fireball again.
But his pot is safe.
You said the direwolf is hostile to him?
It'll be hostile to him and allies.
Oh, fuck.
Why have a dire weasel when we can have a dire mouse?
Yeah.
Will become it's a dire mouth that has the stats of a dire wolf. Okay. So this time it was opposite. The base saved and the warg did not.
15 damage to the faceless, 30 damage to the warg.
Okay.
Why did it move?
What did what move?
The faceless moved on my
Oh,
screen.
I don't know. I haven't moved them. Oh. 15 to the faceless.
Another quantum magic.
Yeah.
It's a wild magic roll, and
Look, are you
let me see.
next to me?
No.
Or, no.
No, I moved out of the way just to purposely avoid hitting
Okay,
anyone.
but I mean, like, how far away are you?
Oh, you are so lucky because it's not affected by AoE spell.
Mhm.
Exactly.
I did twice.
Damn.
52 on the wild magic.
Okay. Finished doing math. The math is hard.
Math is
They
easy.
came up with like the
Yeah,
diameter
math
and
is
radius.
easy.
I was like,
Math
okay.
is hard. And then you said 30 for the wood.
Yep.
His fur is singed. You said it was what number for the wild?
52.
52.
Finally, I get to use a real T100. Best damn pilot. I did it twice.
You need a D24.
I don't know how
Or a D36.
I use that for a damage die.
I don't know how this works because he's immune to being charmed.
But it failed.
Because the last creature you targeted with a spell must succeed on a wisdom save or be charmed by you for 8 hours, but he's immune to being charmed.
The last
Ward.
creature I
Oh
targeted,
yeah, so you can target a ward.
it's centered on myself though. So I target myself with this.
Oh my gosh, so you have to roll a wisdom save.
Charmed by
Himself. He basically becomes vain.
Well, I pass.
Okay. All right. Is that your turn?
Uh,
Or is there anything else you can do?
action surge again.
Oh my gosh, are you really?
No. I'm
That's a
gonna,
great ability. How'd you do that?
cheating.
Cheating. Say what? I was only able to action surge twice with Lord Orcs. I made him level 18 player character.
I'm just gonna the second one, and that's my turn. Okay. Damn, we're not using new rules. Could have gone right back
Spine
up front.
splitter.
You. I thought you would like that.
This can be done.
Just looked
spell
over.
the default, 'cause Right, that's what I thought. Okay,
Which bolt actually would take effect anyway because it's a bonus action and doesn't use the spell slot because you already cast it.
right, but I still have to concentrate on.
Yeah.
leave a concentration.
No, it's not.
Then yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
What is that, charm effect?
Yeah, it's probably the charm effect because of the immune to being charmed.
A lot of control spells like that do classify it as a charm.
We're going to get into that same issue we had with command being charm line, right?
Well, I think Bloodweave might actually state that the creature is charmed by you during this effect. So.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
a custom spell.
It's Ryoko's.
It's not a charm. It's
Okay.
a command.
Okay.
It says Creatures use a reaction to move up or on a failed save, you can force that creature to use its reaction to move up to its speed in the direction you choose and to use the action on its next turn to do one of the following. At the end of that creature's compelled actions, your command over its body fades.
It's basically an extended command spell.
Right. Okay.
So is it charm or is it not? I'm asking. I don't know because it doesn't.
It doesn't specifically say that it's charmed. So I will say that
So that goes back to what we had 2 weeks ago with Eugene and I, when the command line is an enchantment, but it's not a charm, but it's an enchantment line, and that's where the confusion comes in. And because this is Ryoka's, this is where we get to go. Congratulations, DM, you get to call.
Okay. I want to hear what you had to say too, Jordan. I was like, I don't know. That's why I'm like,
yeah.
So I'll say
Ryoka's is awesome. It's very open, but it also relies on you basically putting down a bunch of house rules, because the minute you're fighting kaiju, what are you going to do?
right. Old school for me, command and charm are still one in the same.
Right.
So that's why I asked.
Right.
As
And
of
that's
right, because rules is written does not say that it is charmed. I will say that it is just an ability that you can use.
All right.
Does it have
So
blood?
you have to.
Does it
So as a-
affect? Is it blood?
Blood inside a humanoid you can see within range.
I mean, it's absorbed humanoids.
You said he's all.
I know. I know.
I'm just saying.
How much does it pulsate?
Does he have, in all honesty, does he have blood in him, or is he magically?
I'll allow for this ability.
I'm sure he has other people's blood.
Then you'd have to make a concentration roll -3 from your dice.
-3 for my dice.
Concentration or constitution?
Constitution.
What is the save? Like the save DC?
You have to make a con save.
Yeah, what's the DC?
Yeah, what's this?
Oh, spell DC is 17,
Okay.
and you're at disadvantage because you're fast.
Okay. Okay.
What's that, Jordan?
I'm struggling with my headset.
Oh,
I have
okay.
glasses on, and it's fixed a lot of my sound issue, but it hurts.
Gotcha.
I kind of want to see what you're wanting to do, so I'm not going to use the legendary resistance.
You are too sweet.
I kind of want to see what you do.
Oh, he just gets to all leave.
Well, you can only. How far does he
What's
go?
his movement?
Yeah,
He moves his entire
he
movement.
burns his reaction to move his full movement.
He burns as a reaction.
To use his full movement.
That doesn't count as forced movement either.
Okay. So he's technically off the screen as of right now.
But that means we all get.
But it fades after a turn.
Right.
After my next.
After its next turn. Okay.
Also, since 8 used
I'll
its
take
own
you off.
movement,
And so
We all
therefore,
get-
I just opened him up for tactical opportunities
Yeah.
to everyone here.
we all get opportunity attacks because it uses its movement.
From Sir Thomas.
And he takes
Kieran,
5 points of damage of electricity.
Oh my God.
You're welcome.
What action are you forcing him to do on its next turn? Prone, drop, or make one weapon attack?
Just
Technically,
He uses his reaction now to
You get an
move,
attack of
and
opportunity.
then you give
just
it a
so you
command for its
understand,
next
that's an
turn.
act.
Oh,
gosh.
he
Okay.
goes prone after that.
You got a net? I got 2 nat 20s from these two.
On his next turn, he falls prone. He uses his action to fall prone.
Okay.
And that's what I got for you guys.
Good job.
You can't even
And if he's immune to being prone, or does the effect still happen?
Well, if he's in the front, the effect doesn't happen.
I will say that the ability happened because he couldn't be charmed because it wasn't ruled as written.
Then I make him ooh.
Okay, so he's
I
out
know.
so he's just out of the. So I got 2 nat 20s that you can do. Kieran and Kieran both get attack.
Make him attack the wall.
Yeah. Because the
30
work has to go
points
with
of
him.
radiant.
As far as him, right?
Man,
I did.
I'm just asking.
The warg is technically its own entity.
Oh,
It is
well,
a
then-
part of him, but it's its own entity.
They can kill the war.
Yeah.
He's going the hell away.
well, I'm gonna
Inside it.
attack the wall. Because that's the only thing
That brings
But
me
it's
back
the
to
opposite.
us.
Yeah, but
But
it's,
you have to make it do something, or just make it fall prone and it doesn't do anything. Your choice.
That'll work.
Yeah,
I don't want him to
It just has to
do
use
that.
action. It still uses movement speed
Well, that's what
to
the
come
crit-
after us.
Yeah,
So.
right.
Wee, wee, wee.
Yeah,
Okay.
so if you don't just
Actually, yeah, what's that?
Wee,
Oh, wait.
wee.
You can't do something. You can't be prone.
I'm so excited.
Weapons, weapon. Movement and back to attack reward.
Okay.
Was any of my damage resisted last time?
And then
For what?
With magical bludgeoning and necrotic.
Did Bjorn and Kieran go
No.
for their attack of opportunity?
I told them to go, but I don't know if they rolled.
We've got
already.
4 of them, so.
Okay. I'm just
Yeah,
asking. I don't know
Yeah,
if he
those
heard-
two got nat
Yeah,
20s. Yeah, he's already told me his damage. He did how much? 30?
33 radiant.
Yeah, 33 radiant.
46 total.
46?
Yeah. 36.
Did you hear that? 4,
Yeah.
6.
32
46.
magical bludgeoning. Yeah,
Bobby.
magical bludgeoning and then US necrotic.
I wasn't gonna post it on my group. I will try. They honestly, I see what you meant. They're a little hard to stop.
So it was just 46
Did you
total.
see
damage.
that?
Yeah. Because nothing was resisted.
It's funny because I saw something all about like fruit candy and stuff.
But, you know, be careful.
Yeah.
Just dust it back.
What?
No, that's
I was gonna say, right?
You gave me most of the
Well,
lemon ones, the best ones.
To say I didn't know if we wanted to try.
James, you want any?
No, go on.
Just didn't like them as much as he did. He could
Oh,
have,
no, yeah.
but not my thing.
I knew they had a weird,
Yeah,
I knew they had like a
sugar crash
crunchy
after
texture. I
that.
was
I've had way too
not
much
expecting that.
It's so weird. Because most dried, freeze-dried stuff is just bad.
Mhm.
I haven't really tried a lot of fish candy before these.
Well, I've done like banana slices and stuff like that you can get anywhere, but
Well, yeah. No.
I
Cause
didn't
you got like the
get,
mango pieces and stuff like that too.
I haven't
do
heard
like
anything from Fear
Freeze-dried
and
mango, I don't know
Kieran.
why, it's really good.
Hillsborough's parent.
I don't
Those bros did.
What do you need from us?
You guys got an opportunity attack on the faceless. I need you guys to roll.
Opportunity attack.
Fear and Kieran.
Don't tell me that.
Jordan, remember, you still have advantage
That
because
is very easy.
Cobalt powers.
Yes, that's right. Special opportunity attack cantrip. What?
By the way, the dog is getting longer, so-
Yeah, we'll bring it.
Against the faceless. He's technically off screen because he had to move 30 feet away, but you get the opportunity attack on him.
Yeah.
Did I drop for it? Did I drop for it?
Unarmed strike and go. Tell them to do the strength save. I think it was just 12. Whatever your strength save is on it.
Okay, the 24 hits.
I looked at it.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Here's where the mic bag.
There's damage. Let's not forget the poison.
I don't know why I looked over and over.
You had a long day by any chance?
That's 11 bludgeoning with my crotch
Any excuse why you would, you know.
My brain.
and 11 poison.
Yeah, that's what
I
mean.
put it in and I spray it. Ooh.
Just say yes, it's been a long day.
It's been an interesting day.
Yeah.
I have nothing.
It's been an interesting day for me too. My mom went out of town, so I'm stuck watching my father and we got a wheelchair for him. So I had to take him to the doctor's office. First time I think I've truly pushed a wheelchair around. Went better than I thought it would.
That's good at least. Especially in wheelchairs, really.
Okay, 19 hits.
Yeah,
Honestly.
pushing yourself in a wheelchair is definitely not fun.
Can the entity go ahead and roll a strength saving? A strength save.
Honestly.
For what?
A strength save 12 or better. So win. What's happening is you're running away for the opportunity attack. As Kieran is trying to grab your ankles.
Okay.
What's the
I
DC?
forgot you had to grab yourself.
12.
Wheelchair.
Well,
Oh, it's fucking awful. Because some people get ass.
so I just make it because I have a +7 to set,
People are-
+7 to strength. I know that you have hex on me. I rolled a 6
people
and a
think that just
5.
because somebody looks able to means like.
When I do that.
Oh, only when I do damage. Okay, never mind then.
But
Nope, nope.
do
Oh, he goes to grapple. He does the high step, breaks free of you.
strength.
He's
I know
still
that-
running.
Yeah, just sorry.
Yeah,
I
that's
thought
what
you
I
said you were rolling damage.
No. That's what I was saying.
Is it a saving throw?
It was a strength saving throw.
no,
I had
fine.
disadvantage.
Then you
on
don't
it.
have
Ability checks.
It's
No.
just ability checks.
Okay, well then it was for 6 then. I got 6, so I got a 13.
Oh,
Well, I mean, I still would have
Yeah,
made the
you
save
would've
even
saved
with a
either
5.
way.
Fair enough. Make it a level 2
And then
spell,
what
but
was
change
Kieran's
it to
damage?
saving throws.
Because that was just an hit.
Oh, Kieran was using for his unarmed strike for when he ran by to try to grapple him. So when he
3 extra.
tried to hit, he did hit, but he decided to grapple. You broke free of the strength, so
2
Oh,
spells.
okay.
So
Okay.
it's like target
2024 rules.
one saving throws.
Alright.
That's what they
So
have.
spine
damage
splitter.
against
So
Now,
what was it
keep
that
the damage die as well, 'cause
That's a good
that part's
idea.
still on.
Spine Splitter commanded
idea,
the Faceless to do on his turn?
Attack
It's not
the
in,
ward.
like,
Attack the ward.
because they don't
He
have
uses
the
his
newer,
action to attack the
because the
ward.
2014
Okay.
hex is the
Even
same
a
as
legendary action?
2024.
So because he
It
has
just
both.
says, it just says uses
So
his
they didn't
action
do
on
it.
his turn.
See, that would've
Okay.
been a great
Legendary actions are
modification
more
if
like
they did
reaction.
something like that.
Or
Or was it
It's
just home?
doesn't count as reaction, but you use it in
At
your
higher
spell.
levels.
Like at the end of somebody's
Use a
turn. You do
4th level.
Okay, because at the end of his turn, I technically
It
could have used a
also goes
legendary
for- It
action,
also affects that.
or I could use technically a
the
legendary
saving
action
throw.
against you guys, or is it has to be
Okay.
against?
It just says on his next turn,
6th
you give
level,
him a
you
command,
you
use
choose an
his action
additional,
to do one of
and then
three
same
things.
with
Okay,
So
because
however you
once
want to roll
have
it,
to upcast
that's
their
fine.
spells.
Mhm.
And then
They
we
do.
have 2.
so he'll still go and
Each
attack the ward,
upcast
but I
is
am going to
a-
have him do a
You
regular
could really feel somebody up.
reaction against you, or not anything but a legendary
Instead of
action
just
against.
plus 1d6,
you
because you're never
guys.
going to use it for the ability check. Unless you've
Um,
got a grappler on your team, I guess.
so this
Most
is
of the
going to
time
be
you're not gonna
against
use it
Sir
for that.
Thomas, Kieran, and Fearin.
That or
What
you do
is-
something goofy like in.
So what I was just talking about is because you don't have a legend, so his action is going to be against
Give it
the
to me.
ward. And he still has a legendary action against you guys. So this is going to be Sir Thomas, Kieran, and Fearin. He's going to use what's known as an eject slime ability. Yeah,
I'm
it
sorry.
sounds gross, but it does a shit ton of damage. So
Oh, Master Jiraiya told me about Bukaki.
yeah. I need.
He's not-
So I'm gonna have to have Sir Thomas come back in when he does this, and roll. But Kieran and Fearin, I need a DC 21 Dexterity saving throw.
Do we get +5 from Sir Will?
They need to, hold
Uh,
on, don't forget with my zealous presence, you guys, I think you have advantage on
it's
this.
a +3 from his saving, from his aura, because
Yeah,
he
you
has
have a
a
+3 and you have advantage, but it's a DC 21 Dexterity save.
Oh,
Fearin, you're So he rolled because of the
21!
Anything
With
more
a
for Sir
+3 from
Thomas?
Sir Thomas, 21. It meets, it beats.
Do I get it?
Because he had
Did
I
you-
get a plus
Yeah.
stealth check. So
I get it.
never mind then.
21
But he doesn't have.
because I got it.
Okay, so it's and then okay.
you get the disadvantage if you have below a 15 strength.
Okay. All right, so
I don't know. I rolled a 20, but I don't know if you want him to roll his own stuff.
so 20 plus anything?
That was after. I rolled
That was
16
after.
plus the 4.
Okay.
Was it advantage?
Okay. I can have. I mean, I'll decide with him, but I'm gonna go ahead and roll the damage because it's a lot. I either can give you the average or I can roll 10d10.
You're the DM. You choose.
Absolutely 10d10.
Okay. Which I get just nothing but ones.
Is this considered a range attack? Deflect missile.
It's like an area of effect kind of thing.
So like a spit missile.
Yes.
Also, I can deflect it.
Lots of TV.
Jesus.
Glad I saved.
That'd be 5.
Okay, so it's 55 now.
Kieran and Fearin take 61 points of acid damage.
I save. What do you mean?
It was a DC 21. Or
And I
was
got
that
a
with,
21.
okay. Oh, okay. Well, then you take half of it. So you take half of 61.
Oh, I live. Sweet.
You would have written it.
You've been real close because he's only at
Oh.
33 hit points.
The third Thomas is back.
So Thomas, I need you to. You're in here. I need you to roll me a
+3 off.
21.
You got a 21?
Yeah, I got a 21. I got
You roll
Oh,
40.
I did the same thing. Yep.
Yeah.
Roll better than him, you can save, but you also have the plus. Oh, he would have made it because he has the plus 34.
Yeah.
Right?
30.
30.
His is already added on.
Yeah,
Oh, that
mine's
was-
already added on.
Okay. Well, if you want to roll it for yourself and see if you can beat a 20.
Kieran got a 21.
Yeah.
That was unpleasant. Normally I'd be upset, but I can't let this Fey not shine through.
No.
Yeah.
Rub my crotch, polish it up. Let's go.
Yeah, advantage from Sal's present plus the plus 3.
Feel how soft it is.
But you just need to beat a 21.
Okay, so you say I have advantage? Yeah. Okay, because I got 19, so I'll roll again. Oh, no. I'm going to roll again because it kind of like landed not on squarely on anything.
Okay.
Okay, that's a fail.
That's a fail.
I got a 4. An 8.
Take 61.
Yeah, I'm down.
You know,
Now-
Is this a legendary action?
This
Or
is a legendary action.
Yeah, okay.
Now, because of the command that Spine Splinter did, Faceless moves up and attacks the warg. It's going to take,
Jesus.
yeah. It's going to take 2 acid lash attacks. The first one misses. The second one hits. The first one I rolled in that one. Goody, goody, goody.
DM that
Goody
one.
for me.
DM that one.
Yeah, DM that one.
That's nonsense.
Okay. So that was the faceless. Next is the warg. The warg goes on the same turn as the faceless. The warg has a similar ability, kind of like Shadow Step, but it's more like Mystic Step. So it has a range. So he is going to move 30 feet via his warp step. He is now inside the barrier. And he has it's 50 feet of movement. I didn't even have to use the the warg is going to go after one. Warg after one.
Yeah.
He's going to make 40 bite attack.
I don't have my range up right now either.
26, 21.
Yeah.
And then that's the third one to try it. So that's another nat one for me. Roll piercing damage.
Oh, it's because it's Mayday. Not one.
So you take 24 piercing damage.
Right.
And 13 poison damage.
All right.
All right, that is the end of the Faceless's turn. Next
Wait.
is Kieran.
I do have a question.
Yes.
Does he pass the wall of thorns in this process?
No. No, he used that warp ability to get basically next to the thorns and made his way. I know, right?
Wasn't the faceless above that?
Huh?
Wasn't the faceless higher up?
Yeah, he was. I don't know why he's moving things. Because I didn't move him. I moved him.
Get back.
Yeah, he was like up there.
Back again.
Next
Faceless
is
back.
Warren. Actually, or no, sorry, it's Kieran's turn.
I'm sorry.
Tell a friend. Kieran has decided that he is going. Oh my God, Sir Thomas is dead.
Yeah, Sir Thomas is down.
Hey, what are you doing, brother?
Really?
There's a very handsome, very radiant fighter on the ground. Crusader.
Oh,
Should teabag him back to health.
I think this is my first down.
So proud of you.
Like, I downed somebody via combat. I think Kieran got down because he exploded a ceiling crystal.
Yeah.
But that wasn't anything I did.
well, I got a potion of healing I can dump down.
Describe it to everybody. Oh, here's the microphone. Describe what you're doing.
Okay, and then start over.
He knows how to use the smelling salts. He doesn't know different.
He doesn't know how to use smelling salts. So
Scotty, no.
He has
3 seconds, please.
Dump a potion of healing down.
He's giving him a potion.
somewhere.
Now he's Fey, so you got to figure out which end is his mouth.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
Right.
he's Fey, so which end is his mouth? Are you smart enough to know that one?
No.
Holding that one on.
If they can hear me, they hate
They
me.
get
Oh no.
We heard you.
they hear it all.
Scotty, no. Scotty, shh. I love you. Shut the fuck up. Scotty.
Okay, but he gave you a potion of healing. Which one was it? The potion of
You have
superior?
somebody that's trying to put a potion in someone's hole. We just don't know which one it is.
Superior healing is.
More.
Damn it, Scott.
It just bit me.
it's a 18.
Which hole did you put it in?
I'll break it on the
Sure,
table.
yeah.
Oh, I'm still trying to figure out which hole. Scotty, that's enough of that. Stop.
He wants to attack too. Right, yeah. Yeah, it's 8 supreme healing. Oh, superior healing. It's 8d4 plus 8.
84 plus 8.
Yeah, it's 8d4 plus 8 of healing.
So I can just roll that now? or-
Yeah, if you want to roll that now, that way you can get back up.
Are you doing anything else?
That's his turn.
It was just a regular.
No, I'm going to finish his turn too. He's also going to go ahead because that's his action. Well, I guess he's a bonus action. He actually has enough distance to get up to the faceless and attack.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So you bonus action, shove the potion in his whatever hole.
Yeah.
You rush up to him and then you start swinging. Gotcha. Scotty, goddamn it, dude.
All right. So you get that the 8d4 plus 8, so you can figure out what that is. Warren, it is now your turn.
Okay.
I'm back up with a little more than a quarter of my health.
If I move Warren and just be clear,
One more good hit from you. I'm
I'm
down.
kind of making sure I measure this, and keeping in mind where I'm at. If I move Warren over here, does that count as an opportunity attack for the work?
Where?
Just right here.
Yeah, double click.
Yeah. Double click.
Over.
It
Yes.
would technically. But
Okay.
it's only going to be a bite.
67.
It's only going to be a
At
bite.
67 HP is not only a bite, that's the problem. Okay,
Oh, someone should have raged.
well, I was saving it. I didn't want to punch myself the whole time. Yeah, so first thing I am gonna do is go into a rage.
Smart.
For my rage part, I'm gonna snarl back at the war.
You guys are having a snarling match.
Exactly.
My dad can beat up your dad.
Okay. If
Um,
you're actually doing that, give me an intimidation check.
hold on.
Let's go.
Because it's
I
going to
think
be
I
an
have advantage
it's going to
on
be an
intimidation.
opposed intimidation check.
That is gonna be a 19.
19.
The way one was made, she was made to
I got a nat
want to
20.
like her.
I got a nat 20.
That mother.
Which is
Been in the
great.
library.
Which is great because I have a -1 to charisma. That's an automatic success.
Not you. Sorry.
The ward. How dare you?
Just to be clear. All right.
He just got a little bit more force.
Be quiet for a little bit longer.
Bless you.
Yeah, well, it still would affect it. Because technically the faceless took 14 damage.
Touch it, touch it, touch it, touch me. I wanna feel dirty. Oh, my mic is.
How close is Pheromone? He's within 15.
Pheromone is right next to you. He's
Okay.
performing the right. He looks very scared.
I'm not gonna do that because that's gonna hurt him. All right. Warren's gonna go ahead and hit our friend with her flail twice.
Okay. I am going to give. I'm going to do a wisdom saving throw on Pheromone. We're going to fail, but it's not great. If he would have got a nat 1, he probably would have stopped the ritual. So he's at least he's at least there, but he's pissed at himself. He's still doing his job. All right. So how much are you hitting for?
1 second. I'm trying to check.
1.
No. Okay,
1.
that's what I was trying to remember because I had some extra damage I get too. Okay, so that is a dirty 20 on the first hit.
That hits.
Okay, and that is a math. Hold on. 25 on the
Okay.
second one. Okay. I'm gonna have to speak that into being. Okay, so I get radiant damage on that first hit in addition to my flail.
To answer, you can go ahead and answer the question. No, it's because there's a sniveling ward right in front of him that just did a intimidation check, and he was able to see it. So he's pissing himself because of. I mean, he's still scared because obviously the faces could technically get into the magic barrier now that it's broken, but he's more pissing himself because of the ward.
Coward.
Yeah.
So 11 radiant damage.
So much for being a level 10 wizard.
I never said he was a level 20 wizard. I just said he was a wizard.
You said he was a good wizard.
He was a great wizard. Doesn't mean he was a level 20.
Ignore that because I didn't mean to click that. I was checking something.
Okay.
Okay, 11 radiant damage.
Okay.
11 bludgeoning damage and 7 bludgeoning damage. So 18 total bludgeoning damage and then radiant.
Okay.
And I think I've already used my bonus action with rage. Pretty sure I'm done. I'm not going to move because that would be a dumb move to do.
Okay.
So I am finished.
All right. Next is Rectech. I'm sorry it has taken so long to take 3 rounds of combat. A lot of stuff has been happening.
You're fine. I'm gonna throw a dagger at the war.
Okay.
I don't. 6 to hit.
26 hits.
It's gonna be 8 plus. "17 psychic damage." Okay. Then I throw another dagger. 17 hit.
17 hits.
Okay. So we need 10 more psychic damage.
Okay.
That's not 10.
He's still up, but he is looking pretty hurt. Fearin.
Baron, you're up.
Scotty, shut the fuck up. I need to unmute. Shut up, Scotty. All right, I rush up with my glowing crotch of greatness, feeling empowered by Sir Thomas's sweet fey rear popping up.
It's definitely good for your remote.
Yeah. He caresses your face as he runs by.
Yes.
You're standing up after drinking a potion. He's just a beautiful face. My beautiful face. Beautiful fey boy. He said he had his fade on.
Yes.
Is this with advantage? Or those were both your attacks?
Do I still have advantage?
Does he still have advantage because of the howl?
It's after my next turn, or after my
One
turn.
turn.
Oh, it's just one turn. Okay, then yeah, no.
Yep.
Uh,
those were both misses. So what I'm
You
going to
do.
do is
Yeah. So yeah, you
Well-
always have advantage.
always have it. All right. Well, the first one misses. My next attack then with advantage.
Since you're next to your brother.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about my attack. What the
I,
fuck, dude? I
yeah.
have advantage.
All right,
Okay.
20 hit.
30, 20. Okay. There's that. That's really nice.
The actual
And
doing what it did for the Durandal fight, where I edit stuff and then it backtracks it. It starts everything.
then I'm going to use Eldritch Smite. Oh, I forgot that I got to roll my poison damage.
Ooh, nice.
Who are you, stupid dick? Constitution saving throw, 14 or better, takes half of 13 poison.
Rolled a 15 on die.
Cool, so 6 poison. $30 damage.
Nice.
With my wonderful glowing crotch and no more spell slots. I look at Sir Thomas. I lick my non-existent lips and say, "Hurry on, my fey brother," and I point my tail directly up to encourage him.
It just did the cat shape. Oh,
It is now Faramel's turn. Warren. Need another D100 roll, but because he didn't drastically fail, he did his saving throw with the ward beat, and he did with disadvantage.
My dice too. That's not terrible thing. $64.
54 even with disadvantage.
Advantage was an 83.
even with with 64 seeds on his last thing, as Faramel, he he picks himself up by his bootstraps. He buckles down, and he just forcefully pulls the mirror from your hand and you feel almost like something has left your body as if it was a parasite to you. You feel better when I mean obviously you were taking damage from the mirror trying to put up a fight. Granted, you only took 1 point fight damage, but the moment that it is pulled from your hand and that pact ability effectively is no longer there, it's almost like you feel as if you've, without the actual effects, it feels like you've rested. So you feel more kind of like jovial, um, without having so without having to use like a reckless attack or anything like that. Your next attack will have. Now you have 1 more round to fully seal the mirror. Mirror is away from you, so you can now leave the zone. It is now Sir Thomas's turn. By the way, Michael, how long is the blood lead thing? So it ends after your turn. That's
Yeah.
It's done.
Oh, it's done. Okay.
It's done after he uses his action to do whatever he
Okay.
can. Okay.
All right, about how many feet am I away from Faceless am I right now?
You can get to him.
Am I within 30 feet? Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, you can get to him within your movement.
Because my mount died when I died.
He just
disappeared.
became, yeah,
He
he just
disappeared.
became incorporeal.
Right.
But
But he's angry.
He's an angry mouse.
Just standing over you like this.
so I'm gonna attack
You did this. You did this to me.
a 25 hit,
But
and the second one misses.
so you cut down the AC is 17 because it also upped his AC back up too. I wonder if it's because I moved him off screen. Maybe that screwed everything up.
All right, I'm gonna use Savage Tagger to re-roll my damage.
Okay.
Much better. Okay, 12 radiant.
But that total?
It was 1 hit. Now I'm gonna do a divine smite,
Okay.
max level, take my chances on the
You increase your fade time.
ooh, 12, 16, it's 28. Then I've got 1 more die I have to roll. 32 total radiant on the smite.
How much was it?
32 total.
32 total. So you had 12 for the attack plus how much for the
30, 32.
What was that second? What was the last dice roll? Because I think I added the first bit of radiant, and then you said you added
It
another.
was 28 and then 4. Plus 32 total.
Okay. Faces looking pretty fucked up.
Of course, by doing that, I didn't get a chance to heal myself,
Yeah.
so I'm still taking my chances.
Go ahead and roll me a 100 for the magic. Oh, there's one I hope it doesn't hit.
97.
Ooh.
No.
Oh no, because this is the same thing that Spear rolled during the Lord of War fight. A 5-foot diameter circle of salt appears around you, which Bane or Fiend can affect the inside of. So you can't do anything outside the salt, and he can't do anything to you.
So he can't attack.
Yeah, he can't attack you, but you can't attack him.
Right.
Oh my gosh!
It's a stand
I think you got that one. Oh,
You had I can't transfer it to you.
He has they have invulnerability against each other. They both took the superstars.
I just imagine them
Now
going
it's not
looking at each
affected
other
by
like,
anything else except
fair
him.
game.
And
Okay, guys, so what's the third?
What did you roll?
so it's a,
97, right?
yeah, 97. So it's like a salt circle around him. It's like the demon trap from Supernatural. You can't leave. It's like a super. Oh my gosh, it's the devil trap for it's the devil trap for the faceless, and it's the holy fire circle for him. Oh my god!
Considering he's today.
Yeah, he's faithful right now, so he can't even leave the circle until it's amazing.
It doesn't have a time.
It doesn't
Someone
have a
else has
time.
to break it.
I will roll a d4 for like 20 miles.
It's just that, you know,
I'll make that.
Right, but he is.
I'm gonna just roll a d4 for it. It dissipates after 3 rounds. I was
Right, but if he is physically the circle, it's still.
he wouldn't be able to remove it because he's suffering.
Something about like teleport.
like,
Oh.
yes, if you teleport, it's fine. If he was to be teleported, it'd be fine. But he cannot be physically moved out of it. So if you try to push him, it basically faces against the wall.
Somebody can just go kick something.
I mean, yeah, you could technically kick the circle line, is how it would be.
I was more thinking about
Pushing the faceless into it. Yeah, that's good. So it is technically, unless it's supposed to turn.
Yes, it's a little damage.
Okay.
I don't think I
This
was
would be a good question to kind of stop at.
Yeah.
But it's a great thing.
I was going to say, technically, it's only you and then it's the faceless. If you want to move back, and then do the faceless. Yes. We are going to go ahead and end it here, and then we will pick it back up next session. We are going to be remote next session for those of you who are watching. I'd like to be for whenever we get to it. But yeah, we are going to pick it up, and hopefully it's only going to be one round of combat because like I said, the faceless is looking pretty messed up right now. I may have to after the session delete him and then re-add him because when I pulled him off the ring, his AC and his HP are not going down. But I've been keeping count in close. But yeah, so to our viewers that are watching, thank you for joining us. This has been Matt One Nonsense. Have a good evening. Bye.
Hi guys.
Thank you.
Have a good one, man.